everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. You are tuning into the Mad Podcast, proudly brought to you by Maludi Atawa Productions, and I am your host, Winter with a Y. Today we're going to be talking about, actually the topic that we're going to be discussing today is one that I feel like is so taboo because people don't really talk about it. People kind of sidelined this whole thing, like this whole topic subject that we're going to be discussing today, which I think is unfair because there's so many people suffering from it, suffering from the silence and the ignorance. Which brings me to today's guest. Abutile Seho here is joining me. Can you please just introduce himself quickly?
Hi everybody, my name is Seho Selo, and I go by the name of Taylor 6. The reason why I chose the number 6 and not Swift. Number 6 means money.
Okay.
Yeah, it means money.
Means money. Where?
If you search it on Google, number 6 means money.
Oh, so you decided to go with Taylor 6 instead of Taylor Swift?
There's a Swift.
Oh.
So there won't be a second Swift.
So you wanted to be Taylor Money instead?
Yeah, but in a number.
Oh.
I mean, in a number way.
But check that shit.
Exactly.
Ah, okay, now I get it.
Yes.
Now I get it.
And yeah, you can catch me on Facebook. I go by the name of Taylor Boy. And on Instagram,
yeah.
Taylor 6. And yeah.
So what do you do, Taylor 6?
Actually, right now I'm a student, college, I'm sick. And yeah, I'm actually trying to push my career.
Career in music? Oh, in music.
Yes.
So what kind of a musician are you? Are you a rapper? Are you a singer?
I'm a rapper.
Oh.
I'm a rapper.
Any of your music come out?
Yes, I'm gonna have a single in November. Not yet finalized the date, but like in November I'm gonna have like a single. It's called Fake News. It's a joke beat, but it has a strong message to it. Mostly for those people who are surrounded by fake people, fake friends and all that stuff. So
this sounds personal. This sounds like a very personal project. I wonder, so
a lot. Like literally a
for
lot
you
of
to
people.
write a song about it.
A lot of
That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so today, basically here I'll discuss like a very important and a very close subject to my heart. So, we're going to discuss the state of the arts Mona Mozambique. I'm not talking about in the Freestate, I'm not talking about more South Africa, I'm just talking about now specifically Zambia. So, like, now being an artist, I was a former artist then for like a couple of years, 16. So, I had a tough time. I really had a tough time. So my job was to, like coming onto the show, my job was to just make sure that other people don't go through what I went through. So if there are artists out there that went through or are still going through what I went through, I think it's only fair for us to sit down and chat and try to kind of like avoid that situation for the people coming up into the arts who are trying to grow into the arts and want to be the next generation. So that's basically why we're here today. We're going to talk about a bit of that. Yeah. So you guys also watching at home, I would like you to really get into this topic because it seems like something that people don't really talk about. Why? Because it's like artists are holding us together. They're basically gluing us together. So if we ignore the sideline, what's the point? That's why we are to the because we don't talk about these things. So, when I opinion how it blocked progression the artist in Mozambique.
jealousy.
Jealous?
Besides jealousy, trust, loyalty. Reason why I'm naming all these things is because of Otolore music wow, it's more nicer than mine. But in the way of like not since Isha give up I'm overshadowed.
Because you don't want that person.
I don't want you to get exposed to people. Because of what I be the one thing. You understand what I'm saying?
That exists.
It exists.
Have you been a victim of this?
No, a lot. A lot of things. I can name one and I know that person. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
My music is okay. It started off like that person, okay, we already had the chorus of the song. It was nice. And then I started to write my verse at the same time, like on the same day, like the same moment. It was like outstanding.
Yeah.
Even his friends were like, come on, drop that thing. I did drop it. The following day, the phone got like, I don't know, fucked up or something.
Yeah.
Like virus. And it was like, man, the phone just like that. Drop. But it's funny how the following week, the song is on platforms.
Your song?
No, that song.
Oh, that song.
By Televista, I think.
What's the best how? Wow. Ew, wow.
So,
Yeah, they
obviously
did you dirty.
I'm facing a lot about that, as I'm saying. Like,
They did you dirty. So do you think also jealousy is it part of the thing that's actually now dividing the artists in Mona Mozambique, keeping them so separate and segregated? Because we're all just jealous of each other. But how can we be jealous of each other more
fan base.
or for the fans?
You have a lot of fan base. As for you don't have a lot of fan base. And you should try to push. In a way of like, I'm jealous of it. Why we're not fan basing up in next night?
But then when you talk about fan base, I don't think that the people actually understand more. By using each other, we can actually create and grow a much bigger audience for both of us.
That's the thing. In the way of like we teaching each other how to come up with ideas and how to pronounce words and stuff like that, and to make the music more like nicer
and
enjoyable.
Broader, we have to widen and go into certain. Yeah.
Exactly.
So now what I would like to see is actually the artists of if let's say I have a gig or I have something that I need to do and I know someone Mozambique that does something, why can't I just go to that person? Or get it, have to sign and it's sorry.
That one, I also want to know like, why is it Kiki anything? And though I want to come to you, though I don't know about that, it's okay. It's
but for the fact for the support, for wow, okay. So okay. On that note, guys, you guys watching from home, why why can't we use each other to build each other? If we let our fan base, why don't we use both of our fan bases to create a wider audience? Why can't we work with each other when we ourselves are rich with artists? That's what's keeping us from progressing right now. So I would like to ask you guys, artists that are watching at home, can we please do that? Create a united front with each other so that whatever that we need is outsource. Let's use each other because we have the artists, we have the talent. Why don't we just utilize it? You get it? So more of that, more love. Let's share. Let's unite. Because the fact that we're so segregated and divided is why the officials decide and Hagalwana is a whole different animal. One that I don't want to tackle today. Anyway, guys, listen, it's been very informative. It's been very informative. And and I do relate to it because it's not something that we don't talk about it. We just don't talk about it. But it's happening, it's there, we see it every day even though it's behind closed doors. So let's hope that this episode really did something. You guys listened, you caught something. Let's try and make a movement out of this. Let's try and make a movement out of this. Get a movement for one of the artists to try and unite and just make things better for us. Because if we don't do it for ourselves, then nobody's going to do it for us. On that note, thank you, Mr. for joining me today. It's raining, but it's fun. So thank you guys also at home for joining us. Please don't forget to check us on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at @med_podcast. Also remember to go and subscribe on our YouTube channel for our latest updates. And with that being said, we came, we saw, we talked. I'm hurt, but it's fine. From the production team and me, Galabo Tamusai, I'm Ashley.